Hi guys, this is Elaine. Man, it seems like it's been a long time I've done a video. How's everyone doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. Well, I'm making this is just going to be a quick little update video just to let you know why I haven't been doing a video and what's been going on. Well, if you look at my last two videos, you can hear me saying how I'm a little feeling under the weather. Well, I got really sick. So what had happened was that unfortunately me and my daughter was infected with COVID-19. So that's why I didn't put up any more videos. Now, I was feeling under the weather. And so on January 14, me and my daughter went and got tested. And so did my eldest daughter and my grandson. And it came out that my youngest daughter got the virus, COVID-19. My grandson did not. He had a negative test, and so did my eldest daughter, had a negative test. My test came out inconclusive. So we got our results on January 16, and they told me I had to be retested. So immediately that same day, I went to a place where you don't have to make appointments, you get tested right away. And I did. So on the 18th, I got my results, and it said that I was positive for COVID. So if you can imagine how scared we were, I was very nervous and scared. Now, what had happened was on the 7th, I started feeling like a dry throat, and I was feeling like I had to keep drinking a lot of water. But I really didn't, so my throat didn't start to hurt until probably Friday, the 8th or the 9th. On the 9th, my daughter said her throat started to feel dry, and it was not hurting her at all yet. So that's why we went on the 14th. We waited a few days. We thought it was just a cold or anything like that, but it turned out to be not a cold. So how did this happen? Well, when you get tested and it comes out positive, the state where you got tested, the health department will call you. So the Connecticut Health Department called me immediately when my tests came out positive and my daughter's. Literally in less than 2 days. I think about 2 days. And so what they do is they asked how you're doing. They want to make sure that you're okay. And if you have health insurance, if not, they will provide that for you. Also, if you needed someone to do groceries for you for the 14 days that you're going to be quarantined. After that, then they start asking you a question, what was the first day you felt the symptoms? And then they go back about 4 days from that day. So I'm always at home, or I'm babysitting my grandson. So I already knew, I don't have a car. So I already only used the car 3 times that week, which was on the 4th, on the 6th, and on the 7th. But by the 7th, I was already affected, so that didn't count. So I looked at where I was on the 4th and on the 6th. So on the 4th and on the 6th, I was at my physical doctor's therapy office. And also I went to Stop and Shop and Aldi's to do groceries on the 6th. On the 4th, I went to Stop and Shop. Those are the only 2 places I went to. Now, I didn't get it from my eldest daughter or my grandson because their test was negative. So that's what happened. My daughter, praise God that my daughter had very mild symptoms. She didn't experience a cough or anything. She just had a little chest pain, very dry throat, and a headache. With me was different. I had at first was a dry throat, no coughing for the next 3 days. Then I coughed a tiny bit, maybe for 1 day. But I think on the third or fourth day is when I started the fever. So I had a fever, fighting the fever for 7 days. The fever will, I would take Tylenol, and the fever will go away until the medicine wears out. Then the fever will come back. And that was horrible. The fever, from what I noticed, went up to almost 103. Also, I noticed that I was very fatigued, tired. The fever was so bad that it feels kind of like it's going right through your bones. And I had fuzzy socks on, fuzzy pants on, pajama pants on. I had 2 blankets, a quilt and a fleece blanket, and I had a hat on, and I was still shivering cold underneath all that stuff. It was horrible. I didn't eat maybe for the first few days until my daughter calls me. I mean, she calls me every day to check up on me. And then when she realized that I wasn't eating or anything, she told me to get up no matter how I felt and try to move around and try to eat soup and drink your teas and all my vitamins and things like that. So I did that. I had to push myself because no one could be in your home if you have COVID-19. So it's just me and my 15-year-old. So I had to force myself to get up and start making us some soup. My daughter could eat anything she wanted. It didn't affect her because, like I said, she had very mild symptoms. So making the soup and everything was very difficult because I lost all my strength, and so I would get up and sit down and cut and chop everything up, get up to do something, then I have to sit down and rest. So it was awful. It really took all my strength. So I had a fever for 7 days and then it broke. Thank God. I didn't have a severe cough like some other people. And so my main thing was that I had a fever. I had a headache for a few days. I had a fever and I had a sore throat. It felt like there was a knife blade in my throat. Then also when I spoke, I couldn't speak long sentences, because I would lose my breath. Also, when I took a deep breath, it would make me cough. So my daughter was very worried because of the fever. I had to make sure not to lay on my back for my lungs could be free and let air flow through my lungs. And so I had to either sleep on my side or make sure I was sitting up, sleeping. I was nervous because first of all, I'm 51. It's not old, but I'm overweight. A day before I got my results, about 3-4 towns down before me, we saw on Facebook a lady in Ansonia, Connecticut, which I used to live there. Same age as me, 51. She got the virus around the end of December. But it hit her quickly and hard and she couldn't breathe, so she had to go to the hospital. Well, her son reported on when she was in the hospital, she was putting up quick clips of videos and asking people to pray for her and letting people know that her oxygen level was going up from 80 to 90, from 90 to 70, and she would ask for prayer because she felt it was getting worse. Unfortunately, she died after being 7 days in the hospital. 7 to 10 days in the hospital. So imagine, I heard this day before I got my results. So I was very nervous. My sister found out I was sick and she added my names, me and my family, to a prayer group. Also on Facebook, when my daughter's test came out positive, I kind of knew mine was going to come out positive because I was more sick than she was. And so I went on Facebook and asked my family, friends to please pray for us. So there were people praying for us. Other friends were calling me on the phone. They were praying for us. They would check on us every day. So thank God for that. And I know that the Lord heard their prayers because it was getting a little bad for me, especially with the fever, and I was losing my breath every time I spoke. I couldn't move around so much. Today is January 25th, and this is my 18th day of recovery. Um, no fever, of course. We don't have a cough. We do have a little. My daughter doesn't have any symptoms right now. Me, I have a little sore throat, and that's why I am drinking tea. Tea has been my best friend since this started, and soups. I lost about 8 pounds, which is good for me, but I wouldn't want to lose weight being sick. So I was angry and upset with myself, although I know I couldn't control it, how I got sick first and then got my daughter sick. Now, I'm not a person, I'm always out there in the stores. We don't we haven't seen our family over a year. We're not around big crowds or any crowds. I'm at here to my daughter's house, from my daughter's house here. And I even stopped going to the store for 2 months. I didn't do groceries for about almost 2 months. And then I went to the store in January, the beginning of January, to do all these and Stop and Shop and my physical therapy doctor. So that's either one of those places is where I got sick. Um, then I went to Hobby Lobby. By the time I went to Hobby Lobby, I was already got the virus and didn't know it. But thank God that I had my mask. I'm always with my mask. I'm always washing my hands. I'm always sanitizing and things like that. In the car, we sanitize the whole car. I always have consideration to other people. The minute we found out that before we even got our results for our test, we were already quarantining that week, the ninth, the 8th, I'm sorry, the 8th, all the way until just today. Just until yesterday. So we were in the house for 17 days without leaving. We did not want to get anybody else sick or anything like that. So that is what has been going on with us. And I know, and I read and I hear other stories about people getting this virus, and it's different for them. So some people get a mild virus, some people get medium, some people get a very high risk. So we are doing well. We are doing well, thank God. I just have to clear my throat. But the health department of Connecticut told me that we could start feeling better after 10 days. You're not contagious anymore, and you're not contagious. If you had a fever, you have to wait 72 hours. After 72 hours of not having a fever, you're also not contagious anymore. So we are free from being contagious to people, but I still stay home, and I just babysit my grandson, and that's it. But I'm very careful. But at this point, we're not contagious. So I thank God for that. I've been eating only soups for the about 12 days, because I know some of the days I didn't eat. Vegetables and fruits. Tea has been our best friend with lemon. I boil lemon in a pot with water with ginger, and then I make a tea with that, with the green tea. Put a tea bag in a cup and pour that water in there and put honey, and that has helped us tremendously. So this virus was scary. It was for us. I hear some people saying, oh, it's a piece of cake, and some people say, oh, I was really sick. So it's different. I guess it's according to your age, or how healthy you are. I guess not even, because I hear so many younger people are getting it as well, and some of them ending up in the hospital. I think I'm a very lucky girl, because the fact that I'm overweight, I thought that was going to be I was worried about my health. Thank God that before I got COVID-19, I was working out. I was already walking. I was already eating right. I was taking all my vitamins. So I think that helped. But I think that the main thing that helped us was the prayers. Because my daughter and I, if we were both as sick as I was, I don't know who would have taken care of us. So, it was an experience that I wouldn't want to go through again. So that is why I have not been making a video. So from this point on, I will be. I'm feeling better. Um, and I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of, I'm happy that I'm back in my kitchen and back in doing the things I love. But I have to get my strength back. The only thing that is still affecting me is a little sore throat, and that I am still tired and fatigued. And so we work out every day. I'm trying to work out every day, move around, be active, trying to build up my muscles, get my muscles stronger, because it did wipe me out. So with this, the health department have explained to us that even though we're not contagious, it could take us up to 90 days to recover. You still could feel the symptoms within that 90 days. Some people recover sooner, some people 90 days. So we will see. So far, I'm feeling much better. I'm just tired, and I know that I need to start build up these muscles, get them stronger. That's it. So I miss talking to you guys and making videos, and we just missed everybody. We've been locked up in here for 18 days. The first week was very difficult. And after that, every day we were improving 10%, 10%, 10% every day. We were getting stronger. You could feel the virus just leaving you. It's little by little, like everything, you're feeling better. So that's a good thing. We are doing so much better now. The only thing is that because this virus hit me, now I'm like, I have COVID-19 phobia. So I am cleaning my hands way more. I am spraying this house more. I did it before, but now even more. Even though we're not contagious, you see me spraying everywhere, everything. Nobody comes to my home, but it's just me and my daughter. But even with that, I'm just spraying up the place and disinfecting. I'm even nervous to go to the stores now because this happened at a store or it happened at the doctor's office. It was one or the other. So, but I'm not going to let fear take over my life. I know I will get through this, and everything will be okay. So I just wanted to make this quick video. I know I said quick, and it's probably, I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe 13 minutes. But I just wanted to let you guys know why I was absent, and not to worry, because I know I got an email from someone that was worried about me. We're fine. We're doing good now, and everything's going to be fine from here on. Hopefully, we're getting a better start to this year, 2020. We're still in January, and the first thing that happens to us is we get COVID. So that's what I just wanted to share with you guys, and I just want to say, please be careful out there. Wear your mask and wash your hands as often as you can. If you have the simplest of a little hint of it's the symptoms are just the symptoms, like if you have a cold. So that's why it's so probably difficult for people to detect it. My daughter had hardly no symptoms in the first few days. So I'd advise you, if you have a very dry mouth, that you feel like you're thirsty and you have to drink a lot of water, that is the time to go get checked. Or if you're having this awful cough, sore throat, fever, their symptoms starts different. Because I didn't get the fever until like 4 days later. So I would suggest, since the testing now is easier to get tested now, is to go and get tested, because by me doing this, it saved my grandson and my eldest daughter from getting the virus. So it's important to get tested. So that's my video for today, guys. And God bless, and I'll see you in my next video. And keep us in your prayer. Take care for now. Bye.